Now we will see how to secure the web UI on an independent integration server in a container. First, update the server.com.yml file. It can be in the overrides or in the main file. These are the two elements you need to update. SSL certificate. Refer the V12 certificate created. If it is not created, please create it before updating this file. Then provide the SSL password using this command mqsi setdb params. Then restart the server. SSL will be enabled with the new certificate. Now let's see how to do this. We will create one more container for this exercise because we will add one more volume so that it can refer the certificate. Let's create that. Here is the command. We are creating this container ACE13 container 3 port 7608 7808, then license company. This is the name of the integration server ACE13 iServer 3. This is the volume. This one we used earlier, this volume. Home ACE server, ACE-server. Then one more we are using ACE /where/local. This path we are mounting it to this in the host mount docker /volume2. So whatever we adding here, it will refer here. Destination will be here in the container. This is the image. Now I am copying this. Open the PowerShell. Run it here. Enter. Here it's throwing error. Failed to acquire execution group lock. Duplicate execution group processes. Now let's stop this integration server ACE13 container 2. Now we will start this. See the logs. Initializing. It is using all the configuration we done earlier. We deployed this message flow and also it's reading all the contents from this mount volume 1 here. In the run we can see the threadful application deployed. All these things it is reading because it mounted to this path /home/ace user. This is the work directory for this as well. If you go and check the inspect, this is the work directory. Now go to the files and check. Overrides server, open file editor. You can see all the configuration we done earlier. So when we have the mount, we will not lose the data. So we can refer the same once we create the new container. Now let's configure for the certificate. We will be using the certificate created earlier, V12 certificate. So we'll use the same thing. Now I'll copy this certificate. Currently just check the path here where local path. This is the path we given for certificate /where/local. Go to that path. /where/local. Currently it doesn't have anything. Now we will add. It's mounted. You can see it's. Now let's add this V12 certificate to the mount location. That is a volume 2. This is the one. Now I'll paste it here. Now let's check it here now. Now you can see V12 got added here. Now when the integration server reading this location /where/local, then it finds this certificate, then it can configure based on this certificate. And if you check the server.com.yml file, go to the server.com.yml file, home directory, or I can go directly here in the mount point, volume 1. Here I'll add the contents for the certificate. Let's go to the main file to copy the contents. This one. SSL certificate, then SSL password. This I'm copying it, and it's under the REST admin listener. You can cross check here. This is under REST admin listener. Uncomment. Now we will add the path here. The path is /where/local. This is the path in the container path / then the certificate name. This is the name. Save it. Now this is the password. We need to run the mqsi set db params. This is the command we are running. This is the work directory of that integration server. This one I'll paste it here. If it is not same, we can add the same thing here. Then any user is fine here. Then password is password1234. This is given while creating this certificate. Same thing we should give here. Now I'll run this command. Go to exec and set the profile first, mqsi profile. Now let's run this. Command successful. Now we need to restart the integration server. Now the integration server is restarted. Let's open the web UI. For that, the port is 7608 and protocol is HTTPS. Open this. You can see it here. The protocol is HTTPS. Now let's change it to HTTPS. The same thing we configured. Not secure. Open this and check the certificate. Here you can see our own certificate reflected here. So whatever we have changed here, it's reflecting. This certificate showing now. You can also check validate certificate related to that P12. This is the one. You can see server side certificate. Organization and KPI. Same thing we have configured, and it's configured properly. Continue. See, web UI is opened with basic auth enabled because we have configured this here, basic auth true, because all the configuration it has taken from this file. This completes how we can configure the self-signed certificate for SSL.